Joining us now exclusively is hockey goalkeeper PR Srijesh, who's been conferred with the prestigious Khel Ratna. Many congratulations to you, Srijesh, as you are being conferred with the Khel Ratna. What are your first up thoughts at this point of time? Because from a village in Kerala to a podium in Tokyo, now Khel Ratna, how would you describe your journey?
It's been a long journey for me. It's almost 21 years I'm playing hockey, and ultimately everyone dream when they start to play hockey or any sport, they dream about being there in Olympics games, and winning a medal in hockey from a state like Kerala, that is like such a wonderful thing, and it's like a dream. Not even it's like a wild dream comes true. And at last, in the end of the year, conferring with this Khel Ratna Award, that's also specially now renamed as Dhyan Chand Khel Ratna Award. That makes this occasion really special for me, because being a hockey player, receiving an award named after a hockey player, hockey legend,
yes.
A wizard, that is one of the great thing I can feel it now.
Since you mentioned it's been such a surreal experience for you, has it sunk in that you're getting this prestigious award?
I think for me it's all one thing which I always focusing for, that is like hard work. Every day, every sessions, you just try to fight with yourself, and the rest of things will follow to you. And that is what I just wanted to share here with the youngsters also, because that is the most important part for any sports person. If you dreamed about achieving something bigger, then the small things will follow to you. Follow to you on its way. It's a great and great opportunity for me to showcase the or being a model to the Kerala young generations who would like to pick up hockey, and so they do have a role model now to start with.
And why just hockey? You are an inspiration to the entire nation with what you just said. It's unbelievable that you've achieved so much, not just hockey, even beyond the realm of hockey. You are a role model to many people who are listening into you right now in the country.
But definitely...
Go on.
Definitely, because I mentioned it Kerala, because hockey is not that popular in Kerala.
Yes.
Because we never had any great or rich history about hockey, because we are much into football, athletics, or volleyball, because these are all the games which dominated in the village area. So now, if you wanted to introduce or if you wanted to popularize one game, you need to have a star, you need to have a role model, you need to have somebody achieve a bigger position in that game. So that is what I'm doing it here now, and definitely, when you're talking about hockey, that comes to the nation. That is what we want. We want more kids to come to hockey. We need to get more cream of the country to the national camps, so that in the future Olympics we can change the color of that medal again.
That's so interesting to hear. Now, the hockey team, Srijesh, broke 41-year-old medal jinx at the Tokyo Olympics, and you were the one who played a very crucial part. How was the feeling, and what was it like while playing that game?
Yes. After all, it's a team sports, and everyone do have their own role in that game. Because if you take your palm, the 5 fingers are different, and they do have a different role. Being a goalkeeper, definitely everyone know that, okay, we are doing a thankless job. When a team with a 1-0 goal, everyone focusing on this goal scorer. But when a team lose by 1-0, that all focus goes to a goalkeeper. So that's how the things works. But when definitely all the experience which I gained through my career, that helped me to focus more into myself. And when the pressure situation comes, that's helped me to handle it in a proper way. So I think winning an Olympics medal, it is like a great feeling, because why I'm saying that is it was my 3rd Olympics, and previous 2 was not that great. The first one we couldn't win any matches in 2012, and 2016 we qualified for the quarterfinals, but still we couldn't par that hurdle. So when you saw that bad phase, and now when you are holding that medal, that is totally different experience. I mean, I know Manpreet was there with me during that period, but the rest of the players are there from 2016. So I think being a senior most player, it's a special feeling, and this is the legacy which we wanted to share to the future generations, because now, okay, you know that you believe in yourself that, okay, in future we can win medals. So if you keep on this rhythm in future, that legacy will continue by our youngsters.
Oh yes, absolutely. And you know, Shrijesh, your father is the one who played a very big role in your career. He sold his cow to buy you a hockey kit as a kid. How important would you say is family support for the career of a sports person like you?
Family play really crucial roles in your initial stage, because that's the time, if being a kid, you're choosing one game, and from there you are working hard to win a medal. But until unless if your parents are not allowing you to go there, until unless if your parents are not funding for that expenditure, you will not succeed. And you know what, over the net you cannot achieve anything. So until unless if your parents are not there till you reach somewhere, then your career is nowhere. You will not reach anywhere. So that's where I admire my parents a lot, because being from a farmer family, financial support was one of the crucial elements which I faced in my early stage. And fortunately, my father was more supportive, and even my mother never, objected him to do so. And that's why when I requested my dad for some money to buy my first goalkeeper equipment, he never said no to me. He spoke with my coaches and he sent me money. And later on, when I reached
All right, Bollywood actor Sara Ali Khan is facing some vicious trolling and religious hate on social media for going to a Hindu religious site, Kedarnath. The actor faced Islamist ire after posting images from her Kedarnath visit, where she is seen posing with Hindu deities and a board that says Jai Kedarnath. She had gone to Kedarnath with friend Janhvi Kapoor to retrace her stint with Kedarnath film. Her Instagram post faced several attacks from bigots who abused her posing with symbols of kafirs or non-believers. That's what they say on their trolls. In fact, some accused her of acting like a Hindu and insulting her Muslim faith. In fact, many have also come out in support of the actor. Sara Ali Khan is a daughter of Saif Ali Khan and Amrita Singh, who were married in 1991. However, the couple got divorced in 2004. This incident comes right ahead of Modi's Kedarnath visit on Friday. Sara Ali Khan's debut film was coincidentally titled Kedarnath. The film, with Sushant Singh Rajput in the lead, was about the devastating Uttarakhand flash floods back in 2013. Here, Sara Ali Khan, who put up pictures on social media with her friend and colleague Janhvi Kapoor, has now become a target of hate mongers who've been slamming Sara Ali Khan for visiting a holy site of a Hindu holy site, almost accusing her of being out of line with the religion that she practices. In fact, Sara Ali Khan, quite some vicious trolls that she's now become the subject of. She, of course, is the daughter of Saif Ali Khan. Her mother is Hindu. Amrita Singh, who Saif Ali Khan married, she is Hindu, and Sara has been grown in quite a secular setup as a household, and it appears now she's become the new subject of hate mongers on social media. Shiv Arur joining us for more on that. Shiv, very disgusting trolls that's now hitting out at Sara Ali Khan for visiting Kedarnath, the Hindu religious site. What do these trolls really say? And what kind of support has Sara Ali Khan gathered this time?
Changing TD.
What is fallout? Why does it say fallout?
Shiv, if you can hear me, over to you.
Nabila, this is, pretty typical shameless, cowardly trolling that actor Sara Ali Khan, has faced. This is a young actor, who's been in the news recently as well. She's someone who acted in the film Kedarnath. She's been there a number of times. But in the current context, she's facing trolling that in many ways has exposed the silence and the hypocrisy of the online police. You know, the very people, the celebrities, the stars who kind of pounced on this trolling, this entire trolling issue, and correctly so. This was a vicious trolling that happened, to Kohli and Mohammad Shami, whether it was from India or abroad. It was trolling nevertheless, and the kind of condemnation that faced was something. But here on India Today, we're here to also call out the hypocrisy. Is the trolling and abuse being faced by Sara Ali Khan acceptable to these so-called virtue signalers online, who invested so much energy to condemn the alleged trolling of Mohammad Shami and Virat Kohli while being conspicuous by their silence about what's happening with Sara Ali Khan? Are we seeing a caste system when it comes to trolling, that there is some trolling that is acceptable and some trolling that is not acceptable because it doesn't suit certain agendas? Rahul Gandhi yesterday tweeted, to Virat Kohli about hate. Are we going to, for example, see Rahul Gandhi extend similar solidarity to Sara Ali Khan for the kind of vicious, disgusting communal abuse that Sara Ali Khan is facing for visiting the Kedarnath shrine? This is, the reason why the spotlight is being put on this story is not because of the trolling itself. This kind of trolling, I have to say, Nabila, has been happening for years together. No amount of mechanisms, either on social media or by the cybercrime branch of police forces, has ever had an effective solution to this. And that's the reason why you have these sick, disgusting cowards sitting behind keyboards safely, fearless that no action will be taken against them, taking pot shots at celebrities, of this kind, whether it is Mohammad Shami, whether it is Virat Kohli, and now Sara Ali Khan. The story here is the selective silence of the hypocrites, whether it is netas, whether it is civil society intellectuals, whether it is, prominent, verified voices on social media, on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram, those who come out chest thumping and, showing their principled indignation about the trolling that was faced by Virat Kohli and Mohammad Shami, and rightfully so. Where are they? Where is their voice now for Sara Ali Khan? Is it that Sara Ali Khan's abuse and what she's facing is something that isn't such a big deal? Is it chota mota trolling now for Sara Ali Khan and something that requires national attention when it comes to Virat Kohli and Mohammad Shami? Is there a hierarchy now as far as trolling is concerned? Is online agenda, political leanings going to dictate what we outrage really about? That's what this story is really all about, Nabila.
Right, Shiv, of course, we've heard Sara Ali Khan, as per Tushar, our entertainment editor, saying that Sara Ali Khan does not care about the trolls that she receives. She's been the target of several trolls even in the past, and she belongs to a very secular family. She's been raised in a very secular setup, so she does not care what people say. She will do as she wants. Go on.
That's hardly the point. That's hardly the point. Of course, she shouldn't care, and I'm very glad she has a thick skin, as most celebrities do in the face of trolling, because when you're in the spotlight, when you're a popular face, and you're out there, one of the things that goes with the job is having a thick skin as far as trolling is concerned. But the question here is not about whether these cowards, wherever they're sitting behind their keyboards, are going to be able to intimidate Sara Ali Khan. What we are pointing at here on India Today is the selectivity, the hypocrisy, the dichotomy between different kinds of trolling. If you can outrage about the trolling faced by Mohammad Shami and Virat Kohli, are you going to stay silent about the trolling faced by Sara Ali Khan? Yesterday on India Today, we went big with the story over the threats faced by Virat Kohli. There were rape threats over his 9-month-old daughter. Disgusting creeps sitting on their keyboards doing that. But are the people who are going to outrage about that also going to outrage about what Sara Ali Khan is facing at this point of time is really the story. This is about selectivity. I face trolling all the time. I have faced death threats on social media. I don't make a big deal about it. Celebrities now need to think about whether they're creating a dangerous divide between what is okay and what is not okay.
Shiv, thank you very much for joining us with those details. Let me cut across to Tushar, who's our entertainment editor, joining us. Tushar, this is, of course, like Shiv said, selective outrage coming out. Maybe when it comes to Shami or Virat Kohli, you have the entire fraternity standing up for them. Here you have budding actor. I'd still say that she's young, she's just started off, and she needs the kind of support at this point of time. She's put up pictures of her visit to Kedarnath, and it has really come across as, you know, the trolls that have come across so hateful, condemning her for practicing a certain religion but putting up pictures that do not show her loyalty to her religion. That's the kind of messages there. Islamist trolls that are coming in large numbers, and nobody really standing up for Sara Ali Khan at the moment that she might need.
Yes, Nabila, like Shiv pointed out rightly, we have to speak about the selective outrage. And Bollywood is anyways famous for keeping mum. It's not known to sort of come out and lobby either in favor or against anybody. In the hushed murmurs and the whispers of Bollywood corridors, of course, this conversation is happening. Today it's Sara Ali Khan, tomorrow it could be somebody else, is the question on everybody's mind. There are two options. One is if they take a legal course and sort of set a precedent for future cases that, you know, Sara had the guts to go all out and take a legal course in the matter. Swara Bhaskar is a name, somebody who sort of had gone to the legal, had sought legal help in her situation. But will Sara do the same? I was talking to somebody close to the family, and like I said, the family definitely is not looking at going the legal way or taking this up in a big way. Sara personally is used to trolling. That obviously doesn't warrant and should not become a benchmark for Bollywood or for the younger generation. But at this point in time, Sara is not looking at this as something that she will pursue legally.
Tushar, I'd really like to know if you did reach out to some of those celebrities or those regular faces who stand up against such hate mongers. Have they responded to this? What do they have to say? But before that, I'm going to take you through some of those big questions that we really ask here. Why those who condemned Mohammed Shami's trolling are currently silent now? That's, of course, a big question that we want to know. Huge hypocrisy of India's troll police exposed. Will there be similar celeb solidarity for Sara Ali Khan like there was for Virat Kohli and Mohammed Shami at that point? Why netas that supported Kohli and Shami are currently silent now? Troll police's good versus bad abuse hypocrisy. That's what we see here, and that's the question we ask. Will anyone stand up for Sara Ali Khan at a time that she needs it? Sara Ali Khan's pictures in Kedarnath has really triggered quite some row on social media with a lot of hate mongers pushing and asking Sara Ali Khan as to what religion she practices, why should she be at a Hindu religious site, and what is she doing there, and the kind of hate messages that's coming her way. Absolutely disgusting for a country as diverse and multicultural as India. Tushar, the questions that we ask here are certainly the questions that I'm sure people of India are currently asking, on why such selective outrage coming in from all those moral police who stand up for several others in the past, including Mohammed Shami and Virat Kohli, rightfully so. They had to stand up for them, and they did. But when Sara Ali Khan is being trolled while she visits a Hindu religious site, it seems like there's a really eerie silence there online.
Yes, there is an eerie silence, and the silence is deafening, especially from the Bollywood corridors. It is deafening for the reason is that nobody, not a single actor, irrespective of his religious or her religious background, has come out and said anything on their social media accounts. And that is a cause of concern and a cause of worry because, like I said, these youngsters, there are a lot of these youngsters, a lot of young actors and actresses from reputed film families who are going to be launched in the coming year, who have a very strong presence on social media. These creeps and these people who have taken this power in their hands and obviously are trolling Sara could make somebody else the next target now. Unless Sara and her family stands up, comes out and does some sort of legal action, or there is unity in Bollywood and actors, irrespective of their religious background, from Sara's generation, maybe, somebody who's of her age, it's an Ananya or it's Shanaya, any of these girls come out and support her, that also will be a significant step in this matter.
Thank you very much for joining us, Tushar. Of course, Sara Ali Khan, along with Janhvi, both of them went to Kedarnath because Sara Ali Khan and Kedarnath, of course, she holds a strong connection with that place because her first film was called Kedarnath, which she acted with Sushant Singh Rajput. She had planned a trip to Kedarnath with Janhvi Kapoor. Unfortunately, this has now become the subject of hate mongers online. Clearly, we don't see the kind of outrage that we see for Sara Ali Khan's trollers online. We're going to continue tracking these developments here, but for now it's a wrap on this bulletin. Further news and updates, you could log on to indiatoday.in. You could also download our app for more. Thank you for watching.